French aunties have been posting videos of vandalism and getting away with it. Now there's a new YouTube channel holding them to account. In just over a year, Richard Terre's YouTube channel has become one of the major voices in the fight against anti-hunters in France. In this interview, he explains what he is trying to do and how he does it.
I started this channel because I was a little bit fed up of all the lies and everything that our opponent always say about hunting in France, and I couldn't stand anymore lying. So that's why I started this YouTube channel to try to tell the truth to the public. For example, we had a problem with a wild boar. It was a domestic wild boar, and some hunter in France killed this domestic wild boar in front of a camera. So it was unacceptable for you are a hunter or you're not a hunter. This is not acceptable. So we just said, French hunters, that this guy was just nonsense. But there is a personality in France called Hugo Clément. He is a kind of an activist and a journalist, but we don't know what really he is. He just made a show, and he transformed the reality all the way back. I have this video in my channel called Hugo Clément and Lies itself, because this wild boar escaped from a farm and they went to film the farm. But the problem is he presented things as the farm was totally closed and he couldn't go away. So he just said that the hunters, they just took the wild boar, put it outside and then killed it. But the reality is that I received footage, real footage of the place, and it was not closed. You're just holes everywhere. But it didn't show that. So the real thing is that this wild boar just escaped the farm, okay? And I can't name him a hunter. He's just a kind of not a good person. He just killed the animal. But I'm just saying that everybody has the right to be angry about this. I was angry about this, but is this a reason to lie? Can't we just tell the truth and say it's not acceptable? But I can't stand lies, and I know that they are doing this just to make the French hunting bad.
So what effect does Hugo Clément have on the French public when he says something? What is their reaction?
Their reaction is hate, a lot of hate, a lot of insults, of death threatening, because now I'm a kind of a public personality in hunting, so I have everything. Every time a French hunter does something, it is my fault now. Okay? If you have someone doing something bad, this is my fault. So they just send me the shooting, and after that they say, can you say about this? I can't spell the words here, but it's never nice. They want to find me, they want to kill my entire family and things like that. So this is my day-by-day work. I hope that telling the truth is always the good thing to do. I never say French hunting is perfect. I never said that at any time. I'm just saying that we can talk, we can say that, okay, we have an effort to make right here. Things must be changed now on this subject. But we always need to talk about things, and we never. I have a little story to tell you. I have we have a really dramatic thing happened about 1 year ago. There is this young man. He was picking woods in the forest just near his home. His name was Morgan Keane, and he was killed by a hunter. We have about 10 deaths per year in France in a shooting accident, in a hunting accident, and about one person that is not a hunter who is killed. Okay, and this was this one last year. And he was killed by a hunter. He thought it was a wild boar, so he shot him. It was really dramatic. But the family of this young man, they decide to create a website. It's called Un jour un chasseur. Once upon a time a hunter. Okay? And they are collecting all the testimonies from the population. They can bring back together in this website. And you have things as stupid as once upon a time a hunter killed his wife with his gun. Okay? What is that anything to do with hunting? You get just a guy shooting his wife, and he happens to be a hunter too, but what else was he? Was he a Jew? Was he black? Was he what? He was a hunter. He was mad. He was a crazy person. He just shot his wife. What is what this is anything to do with hunting? But it's always the same thing. Whoever is going to do something bad in France, if he's a hunter that he has just a license that says you are allowed to go and hunt in the forest, whatever he says, it is, you know now what hunting is, what the real face of hunting. So this is always the same thing, and I think I am, and all the hunters, the French hunters, are fed up now with this thing.
Well, one thing that comes out of that, which I think is very important for the UK situation or for the world situation, we are very bad at dealing with emotional problems.
Yeah.
So nearly 25 years ago in the UK, we had a gun enthusiast who went to a children's school, and he shot lots of children, and that led to the banning of guns, which was some guns, which was a kind of, it was revenge from society on legal gun owners, really. Now, at the time when I was trying to take part in the campaign to stop or slow down this process, we did not have the vocabulary to say, please don't ban guns because this guy shot the children. Now you do. This is what I think is fascinating about you, is you are able to take these quite emotional problems and you have the vocabulary. So how does that work? How come you can do that?
Thank you. I would say that I trust the intelligence. So when I just video, YouTube and videos are just a magic way to speak to people, because you can write everything you want. It's not gonna have the impact of a YouTube video. So I just write things, simple things, comprehensible things for everybody, and I hope that it's gonna plant a seed in people's mind, that they can see that I often say in my video, are you happy to be taken like a fool? Do you want to be taken like a fool? Do you want to make your own thoughts, or do you want people to put them in your head? What do you prefer? I'm not saying hunting is perfect. I'm just saying that what they say to you is a lie. So, and I can prove it. You know, I never say, oh, it's not true. I always prove what I say. So, when I take the camera and I said, okay, just judge by yourself. Only judge by yourself. And I think I would qualify this society maybe as a progressist society now, that I think is a kind of a modern problem for a lot of societies, that you can't say anything, you can't do anything, everybody, now you are guilty. I'm sorry, but yes, I'm a white guy. I am 44 years old. Yes, I'm a boomer, so of course. I eat meat and I hunt. I think I'm kind of a devil now for this modern society. And I think that more and more people are, they say enough about this. Because medias are so into this. That I think there is a reaction of this rural, I don't know, the countryside part of the population, and all people living in the city, but they don't have the same way of thinking. I think now they say, okay, enough now, because I'm so tired of reading and listening to people that trying to say to me that I'm a bad person, and they can't even name the animal. That is insane. You know what? In France that is wonderful. In France, everything that looks like a doe is a doe. There is no roebuck, there is no deer, there is no, I don't know the words in English for a young deer, but everything is a doe. The hare, it doesn't exist in France. You have only the rabbit. So when people are making videos all the time, they'll look at this bad hunter, they are chasing a doe. No, it's not, dude, it's not a doe. But how can we, it's so annoying, because they are living in cities, they just see pigeons in the streets, and some rats maybe sometimes, and they want to explain to me what is living in the forest. I live in the middle of the forest right now. I have in the biggest forest in Europe, in the middle of it. So I know my environments like no one knows. And that I think people are really, really fed up with that, with these lesson givers.
What's happened? Have the kind of anti-hunters created a force? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, they do, but I think it's a lot of noise for a very little group of people. The press, the mass media, they are going with them. So we have this guy who is trying to stop the chasse à courre, and this guy, I think he may be at the head of not more than 100 people, maybe around France. And but every time something is going on, you have all the press that is talking about this. So you have the impression that it's a very big movement, but in reality, on the field, because we can see them on the field, and it's just a few guys that making noise. That's all. But it's a kind of it's disturbing. It's worrying, because we can feel rising those topics on the society, and I think it's worrying. But not only hunting. You have the rising animals is a problem now, and everything concerning eating animals. The vegan movement is a big issue here in France. And you just have to go to Twitter, and they are everywhere. But in France, 95% of the population is eating meat. So yeah, and I think there is problems with collusion and money around those who are making the new meat 2.0. I think there is a problem, so they are giving money to push those ideas to make money. So it's a general movement, but I think it's not ready in the society yet. But we have to face it now, and we have to face it strong if you want to keep those things that are really an identity of 1 million hunters in France.
Is this less a question about hunting and more a question about liberty, which is so important in France?
Yeah. French people, they can't stand when people say them what they have to do. I can't stand it at all. If you say to me, you don't have the right to hunt, I'm gonna do it right now, just to prove you that I can do whatever I want. And I think that is maybe a strength in France, that we have this feeling that we are not giving up without struggling badly, really. We are here, and we are gonna be here tomorrow. So if we have to go in Paris and just to the Champs-Élysées with and make a lot of noise, France, French people, we will do it.